So I had this company that takes care of my pool, and I said, I got a salt deal. We started this a couple weeks ago, and everybody was giving me all kinds of advice. And I didn't like any of the advice I was getting because it didn't make sense. I'm kind of like Judge Judy. If it doesn't make sense, it can't be true. And I think very deeply. When people speak, I listen to people won't know it because I'm kind of high-strung, but I am listening very closely. And my little computer in my head's going off. And so I had him come out, and the guy looked at it for 2 minutes, didn't even open them. He just said, this system, how old is it? And it's about 7 years old. Oh, it's shot. They're all shot like that. No, we'll call you up with a quote. So they called me up with a quote, $1,700. They're just going to put a new system in. And I looked at that system, and I said, no, this is a $2,000 system that I put in 7 years ago. It's a salt system, and I really like it a lot. And it's a Polaris. Polaris now got bought out by Zodiac, and I found that out through this whole process I was going through. I said, I'm going to get a second opinion. I don't care. So I'm going to give this company a real plug here. Texsun Pools up here in Lowetta by my house. I called them because they've got a good reputation. I've heard good things. I said, can you send somebody out? And she said, yeah, but we're going to charge you $94. I said, I don't care. I just got something's not ringing right, and I want somebody, as long as you send somebody who knows what they're doing, I don't care. Send them $94. And she said, well, yeah, and if we do fix it, we'll put that towards the fix. I said, that's great, that's fine. And so this guy Kyle comes out and he looks at it, and I'm talking to him about it. And he's kind of scratching his head, and we go, there's only like 3 components to this thing. And I said, the control panel's still lit up. It's showing a service light. It's showing me a code in 94. You have the little thing on the bottom there you have to clean. And he said, well, do you want me to just try cleaning it? And I said, yeah, clean that I forgot what they call it, but it's the kind of the salt inverter. Turns salt into chlorine. I said, yeah, clean that for me. And then he did a couple of things, a pressure gauge. He put some gaskets on a motor that was leaking a little bit, and put a little door on my skimmer, and looked around, checked the entire pool, found anything he could find that needs to be fixed, and he fixed it very reasonably. And then he said, well, I don't know, put some salt in the pool and let's see what happens. So I said, okay. So he left. And I'm still looking at it. We still got a service light, but it's all cleaned. And he calls me back. He said, I just called Zodiac. That 94 means, that little code, you have a little fuse behind the panel. I said, well, let me look at it. So I took the panel off, and there's actually an extra fuse in the box that came with the unit. And the fuse was blown. I put the 50-cent fuse in. That system works perfect. I had people tell me, oh, they don't last 3 years, oh, this or that, and blah, blah, blah. I just got so tired of it. You can't take that stuff at face value. So for $120 or something, he did all this stuff around my pool and found out that all it needed was a fuse. And now the pool is perfect. It hadn't looked better. I've been in the hot tub every night since I got it fixed. That's $1,700 savings. Don't call people out for free. You see what can happen? It's scary. You want to make sure you're getting the right information. And if it doesn't ring true, don't just go with it. Just like I did with my water softener the other time. They said, oh, you just get a new one, it's $4,900. No, go away. And so I had to pay that guy $71 to tell me I couldn't use my water softener. Well, that's all fixed now, too. So be careful. Be very, very careful. And stay diligent, because people are out there today, they are not trained, they are not educated, or they're trained just to take as much money from you as possible, and they just can't think. They just replace equipment now. That's all people are doing, and it's a shame. So kudos to Texsun and Kyle. They were awesome.